What up, people? How y'all doing tonight? All right, well, that was what I like to hear. Well, my name's Tim Finnegan, and I'm glad I got here to this fucking awesome night in this slushy, cold-ass weather today. And tonight, while we're in Valentine's Day season, I'd like to tell you guys a fucking story about my friend Sam Baldwin and his son Jonah. Now, I used to work with Sam Baldwin back in Chicago back in the day, and he was going through a lot of shit when he tragically lost his wife. So we moved out to Seattle, and he kind of wanted to turn his life back together in Seattle. So I went out to Seattle, to see him and his son Jonah and all that. And there was one night on Christmas Eve that I tuned into a radio show. It was a show about wishes and dreams for the new year, and it was directed by Dr. Marsha Fieldstone. And it was fucking awesome to hear Jonah on the radio. He was talking about how he wishes for Sam to find a new wife, and Sam told his story, and it was fucking awesome. I'm like, holy shit! So then, once Sam did a show on the radio, Sam received about 2,000 letters from so many fucking awesome women across the United States. And a lot of people wanted to meet Sam, but Jonah and I found a letter in particular from someone named Annie Reed, who happened to be from Baltimore. And I told Sam, hey, you got to meet this lady. I think she wants to meet you, but Sam just thought she lived too fucking far away. He wanted someone closer who was in Seattle. So first he went on a date with Victoria, but Jonah kept trying to convince Sam to go to New York to meet Annie Reed at the top of the Empire State Building, but Sam just didn't want to do it. I'm like, look, you never know. You lose 100% of the chance of the shots you don't take. So there was one night, even though we couldn't convince Sam to go to New York, Jonah booked his own flight to New York when his friend Jessica helped him book the flight. So then Jonah just got on a plane the next morning, and I was supposed to watch over Jonah that day, and I'm like, where the fuck is Jonah? And we were trying to look for him, and we didn't know where he was, so we went to his friend Jessica's house, and when we asked Jessica where Jonah is, she's like, N-Y. I'm like, what is that? And her dad said, no way. I'm like, no, that's NW. And she's like, New York. He's on his way to New York. I'm like, what the fuck? So Sam and I got on a plane. We flew to New York, and we found Jonah at the top of the Empire State Building. And then we were glad we found him. I didn't know what was going on. But then we went back down. But then Annie Reed went up to the top of the Empire State Building. She's like, I got to meet this man. If I don't try, I'll never know. And the guy was like, Cary Grant, right? She's like, you know that movie? Yeah, it's one of my wife's favorites, An Affair to Remember. So yeah, but then when we got back up, Sam and Annie actually met at the top of the Empire State Building, and they were glad they finally met. And when we all got back in the elevator, it made me and Jonah so happy, and we were like, see, I told you so. So that's pretty much my story about how I helped my friend Sam Baldwin find a new love in his life. That's my time. Thank you for watching tonight, and happy fucking Valentine's Day. Good night.